to start the second half, and this is a tight contest.
Welcome back, everybody, to TV Sports 27. This is our Super Bowl watch party as part of our Washington Commanders fantasy draft franchise. We missed out on the postseason, but I thought, let's chill. Let's watch the Super Bowl. Let's see two of the top teams in the NFL go at it. And, well, if you watched the first half, you saw a lot of really good defense. You saw some not-so-good offense, a lot of nerves on both sides of the ball. You had David Carr of the Jets throw a pick six. You've had Chad Pennington throw 3 interceptions, and the difference on the scoreboard is that pick six. 7-3. So far, it looks like the Jets like that rolling out to the left play. That's been the most success for David Carr and company. But we're back for the second half. Andy Reid, Herm Edwards, the green and white Super Bowl, and we're going to see who gets number 2. Is it going to be the New York Jets? Is it going to be the Philadelphia Eagles? We got just 2 quarters left to play in this one. We're going to see any kind of adjustments that may have been made at the half. Clinton Portis, who didn't get too many carries in the first half, is going to be 1 yard away, and 3rd and 1, maybe you'd have to imagine, as you can see, Clinton Portis, the run versus pass right there. Definitely not in the favor of Clinton Portis, but he is, oh my goodness, it is going to be close. Chains coming out. I think he got it, but it is going to be awful close. They got it. Wow, I think that may have even been generous. It was a lot tighter than what they put the ball at. I thought it was a more of a 50-50, but they definitely gave him the nose of the ball. Clinton Portis, another big run. Nice 9-yard carry. LeVar Fisher. And well, you coming into this one, if you guys didn't see the first half, if you want to see maybe I don't want to say the worst because it's subjective. People that like defense would think it's one of the greatest first halves in Super Bowl history, but you start seeing some defensive players go down. That might open things up here for the New York Jets. And on this opening drive, the ground and pounded Clinton Portis, which is something they didn't do in the first half, working out to some success here. This is looking like the offense they had in the 60s Super Bowl. Now they send a man in motion. Go watch that offense when the Jets last won the Super Bowl. They would have 2 guys in the back, and one guy would block, the other guy would run, and if they brought the blitz, then Broadway Joe would step back and heave it down the field. So Clinton Portis, not much happening on the outside. He's got 20 yards up the middle. Only got 12 carries, though, so far in this game. 3rd and inches. And once again, I would think going right back to Clinton Portis. Interesting, though. They're going to send the fullback in motion. And Portis bounces to the outside and gets the first down. Something that we mentioned as well in the first half is an opportunity to see a Clinton Portis having a postseason run. In real life, we mentioned that, he played with the Broncos and the Commanders and didn't get to have that deep postseason run. Here you guys get to see this is what a Clinton Portis Super Bowl team would look like. Now they're going to throw it here on first down. David Carr delivers that one into all sorts of traffic, and it falls incomplete. David Carr has been searching for a rhythm out there, and he's come up short. So that 2 of 8, that really sticks out, but I mean, nothing has really been going. 93 yards and no touchdown. 93 yards. I was just listening into what the commentator said for Derek Carr, and he certainly is, or David Carr. I've done that a million times. I did that hyping up the game. David Carr, Derek Carr. That is David Carr, former Houston Texan quarterback. My goodness. And we had Brady. Brady got to the AFC Championship game, losing out to this Jet squad with his Kansas City Chiefs. Of course, Peyton Manning with the San Francisco 49ers, also in the postseason. This has been a lengthy drive, though, for the standards of either team. And that is where the drive will end, as Carr's pass will fall to the turf. And what started off as a promising drive for the New York Jets results in a punt, but the one positive they can take out of this is the field position battle, because it may just come down to who possesses the ball last when you're going against these defenses, and field position battle is going to be pretty important in this situation here. So thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm sure those of you that have tuned in are already following along. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more TV sports action, follow along here on Twitch, YouTube, subscribe, thumbs up, follow on Twitter to know when we're streaming, Patreon, Streamlabs, and Ko-Fi, where you can help support the channel. You can help us get new games, better equipment, better capture cards, all that fun stuff with your guys' support. We're doing a Patreon promotion right now that if you guys want to see a second season of ESPN NFL 2K5, we did one season and it is up in full on YouTube and on Patreon. If you guys want to see a second season, you can help bring a second season to TV Sports 27 by signing up at Patreon. If we get 10 new Patreon signups at any level, then we will bring a second season of ESPN NFL 2K5 to you guys. So, do you guys want to see it? Is this something you enjoy? Let us know. Patreon.com/TVSports27. Chad Pennington walks right into that Javon Curse quarterback sack. And the Jets are going to get the ball in some really good field position here. Can they cash in? Shout out as well, Patreon subs. Thank you guys so much. Let's see if we can get 10 more Patreon subs. We got a second season coming your way. That's something pretty common. Most YouTubers, I know, like I said, I kind of modeled this after 616 Entertainment is one of my favorite YouTubers. Plug him here, but he does a pretty cool promotion where you sign up at Patreon, and at certain number of signups you unlock different things. Well, we're doing it here for you. We tried the goal previously with AEW Fight Forever, and we didn't quite make it, so let's try it. Let's do a second season of ESPN NFL 2K5, and we can do that with your guys' support. I can promise you, we play a lot better than these guys. Let's get the report here from Susie.
Thank you, Dan. The trainers have just informed me that he's suffering from elbow tendonitis. They're trying to find a brace that will mitigate the pain, but nothing seems to be working. They're listing his return as...
You guys know that episode of King of the Hill where the guy has tennis elbow? And they just make fun of him? Tennis elbow. Oh, that was caught by Clinton Portis. Are you kidding me? How did he make that catch? 8 of 28 is David Carr in this one. But the Jets are at the 22-yard line here in the third quarter. 3-yard run for Clinton Portis after that amazing catch. Jets can get their first lead of the Super Bowl with a touchdown right here. Portis to the outside. And you can certainly see they're trying to get Clinton Portis involved a little bit more. LeVar Fisher coming in with the tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Not a lot of room on that play. It will be third down. Third down, 3 wideouts in the game.
Carr. It is swatted away. Dre Bly, who had that pick 6 earlier. So disappointment for Carr, but this has got to be a chip shot field goal for Orlando Mari, you'd have to think, right?
Yeah, great read there. Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Mari kicks it from 30.
It is good. So it is 7-6 here in the Super Bowl. And here we are. It is a 1-point game.
A clean kick, no worries.
They'll take the 3 points, but they were hoping for 7.
But that's the second time today they get close, only to have to bring in the kicker.
Yeah, they bring up a point. I mean, that's with the drives they've had 3 field goal attempts. 2 of them have been good. If they had been cashing in on touchdowns, and if they hadn't thrown that pick 6, it could be 21-0 right now for the Jets. Instead, it's 7-6. Chad Pennington remains in the game. I mean, he's been the guy all year long. They won our division. They're looking like, I don't know how. They whooped us, though, that second time in the snow. Pennington, oh my goodness, that's got to be a challenge. I mean, it was a backward pass though, right? So I guess that would be okay. He was way past the line of scrimmage, but that is a backward pass, so I think that's okay. That's one of the strangest football plays, one of the strangest Super Bowl plays I've ever seen, where the quarterback runs past the line of scrimmage and throws it backwards, but yeah, that is a clean play. Maybe that's what they got to do. Just let Chad Pennington run it and then just throw it back. Looking at Greg Party Favors, as Chris Berman called him in our halftime report.
Henry goes in motion.
They're going to go empty set. Pennington. Nope, nothing going to happen on that one. This Jets defense, man. They're pitching a shutout.
Has found limited success in the passing game so far, Dan, and he just can't seem to get into a rhythm out there.
Deep down the field, Pennington.
So far, he's got
1 of 10.
And 3 interceptions.
1 of 10 going down the field.
Down, empty backfield.
And they got to have it here on 3rd and 11. Oh, and he overshoots it.
A play on this one and forces the incompletion. That will bring up 4th down.
Dennis Weathersby came in and got a hand on that football.
So they flipped the field position again, but the Jets, they've had some success now on offense.
That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
They have definitely looked good here in the second half offensively. 0 offensive touchdowns so far in the Super Bowl.
Fair catches it at the 19. The Jets offense takes the field and their running game has yet to get on track. We'll see if it happens here as they start at their own 20-yard line.
Wow, there we go. I'm telling you, this Jets offense is starting to wake up, guys.
First down, both wideouts to the right.
They are starting to heat up. The Eagles have not shown any signs of heating up.
Picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Clinton Portis powered forward with the football thanks to some initial blocking. Problem was they couldn't keep that push going for very long.
Not much there. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Walker goes in motion.
Yeah, it's
Moves forward for 7.
you know, it was a slog. It's been a fight, but certainly here, the Jets are getting it together. Clinton Portis getting his running game going.
That's the key, Dan. Make 3rd down easy, and they did just that.
Now they just need to convert. We'll see what they do.
3rd quarter comes to a close. Jets down by 1. Something's going to happen in this one. This is going to be a historic Super Bowl. What we got there? Dan, I can't believe this game. Yeah, me neither. People are going to talk about this for a long time. That the Jets-Eagles Super Bowl, and David Carr now just starting to move the football. Javon Walker has caught the last couple of passes. If anything else, they are getting into field goal range. And that'll give them the lead. And with the no signs of the Eagles picking things up, we got to go Jets in the chat. 10 of 31. I don't even know who your Super Bowl MVP is going to be. Chris Berman gave it to Dre Bly in the first half on the pick 6. But Maybe it's going to be whoever gets a touchdown, and it might be Clinton Portis. There is the first offensive touchdown of the Super Bowl. It took till the fourth quarter to get it done. Like I said, I think we're having Patriots-Rams flashbacks from their last Super Bowl. But Clinton Portis, he outran, who do you got back there? Number 21, that is Jay Bellamy. He outran just everybody back there. And the Eagles, all of a sudden, they're trailing. The Jets elect to go for the extra point. They don't go for the 2-point conversion here. Maybe feeling like their defense pitching a shutout at this point in time.
There's the signal, and we're ready.
So the Eagles continue to rock and roll with Chad Pennington.
Green fields the kickoff at the 15.
Do they go with Vinny Testaverde?
William Green got a few yards off the run back there. Add that to the somewhat shallow kick, and that's a pretty good job by the special teams.
Carr on the phone, like, you did it, son. You threw a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl. That's the one thing we can say. We can get out of this is that a touchdown pass was thrown in the Super Bowl by David Carr. Handoff to Travis Henry, 3 yards.
Robinson goes in motion.
Pennington drops back. He's just going to dump it off to Henry, and well, still not much happening here for this Eagles offense. I mean, their best bet might be getting another one of those pick sixes here.
Rifles this one hard over the middle, and it's tipped.
Incomplete. This is not the same Eagles offense that we saw whoop us up this season.
And they have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
That's right, Dan. You know, why simply defend the pass when you can obliterate it?
Number 7 lines up to punt.
So this is going to be pretty interesting here.
Gets the ball and pummels this
The Jets have an opportunity, and you normally wouldn't say such a thing, but the way this game is going, the Jets have an opportunity to put this game away with a nice, solid touchdown drive.
It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Jets will start a drive with the lead for the first time in this game. They'll begin at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, you heard of the first drive of the game with the Jets having the lead and a lot of momentum. And Clinton Portis, he could be making a Super Bowl MVP run right here on this drive. He's already got the only offensive touchdown in the game for either team. And if he could put together a decent drive here, I think Super Bowl MVP favors might be going his way. And the Jets, if they can just wind the clock too, if they can wind the clock down. And the key to this one, as much as both teams have been struggling here, the absolute key in this game is the second half. The Jets offense got moving, and the Eagles offense did not. Clinton Portis does pick up a first down, and Jets fans are starting to do some clock watching here. Oh, they're anxious because those 4 minutes, it just seems like an eternity, as Jets fans have been waiting since the 60s for this second Super Bowl. While Eagles fans looking at that clock and being like, boy, we're gonna fall to 1-4 all time in Super Bowls. Lost to the Raiders, the Patriots, the Chiefs. Possibly the Jets here. Nick Foles gonna remain the king of Philly, unless something happens in this next 3 minutes.
He
Not great numbers for David Carr. 36% completion percentage, 188. But he does have that touchdown that has been the difference here.
Obviously didn't lose faith in him, though, Dan, because he's kept throwing it his way.
Third down, 5 yards to go.
It's intercepted. Oh, my goodness. The Eagles are going to get it at the 48-yard line. Oh, what a blunder by David Carr.
J.R. Reed gets the interception, but that really happened because his teammate got in there and tipped it. Oh, it's all about coordinating your defense.
That was Dre Bly that tipped it. So between the pick six and that tip for the interception, Dre Bly making his claim for Super Bowl MVP. And now the Eagles are going to have an arena football type field to work with here, 50 yards to get the lead back. Pennington almost throws a fourth interception. I think the fans want to see Vinny Testaverde at this point.
Potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up.
Pennington is sacked. Javon Curse, we're going to see him in the Pro Bowl on the next episode of TV Sports 27. You don't want to miss it. Don't miss the Pro Bowl. We're going to show you the crib as well. We're going to get the off-season all situated so that you guys can... Oh my goodness, it is caught for a first down for the Eagles. The Eagles. Oh, what a clutch throw from Chad Pennington.
I don't know why he even bothered. Big gain and they'll move the chains. Well, he eventually stops them, but way past the marker.
Adam Archuleta on the Jets, number 31, got burned.
They had them locked down, third and long.
Only to fritter it all away.
First down.
Oh, that was big. Of course, the most offensive, inept Super Bowl of all time is going to come down to this wild finish. Tipped, and it almost went into the hands of Corin Robinson. Are you kidding me?
Came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception.
Well, I've seen passes hit the fingertips of defenders more than I've seen them actually hit the fingertips of their own players. Javon Curse, Washington, 3 sacks between them. Pennington to the end zone. Once again, looking for Corin Robinson. Corin Robinson's got to have a Super Bowl record for most targets in a single Super Bowl. Because I feel like every pass that Chad Pennington has made has been to Corin Robinson. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, you want to get the touchdown. 3 points still gets you in the game. And you got all 3 timeouts, a 2-minute warning to play with as well. So there's a lot to consider there. Pennington to the end zone. It's a touchdown! Unreal.
Roland Williams had 3 guys covering him.
Unbelievable. Pennington.
They're all tied up now, and that is a...
And we are tied at 13-13, and we had just said that Jets fans are sitting there looking at the clock thinking that 4 minutes feels like an eternity. Well, it did. Not even half that time ran down, and the Eagles score their first offensive touchdown of the game. Now, both offenses, both quarterbacks can say they've thrown a Super Bowl touchdown. And the Eagles take a 1-point lead with 2:16 to go in the game. As Jets fans who have been waiting for this, the last couple of possessions, the 5-play, 80-yard drive, that's what they want to see more of here. Here we go, guys. All they got to do is get into field goal range. Clinton Portis has been hot. Can Derek Carr, from Broadway Joe to Broadway Derek, And it's intercepted. It's going to be, not quite a pick six. It's David Carr, by the way. I said Derek Carr again. Broadway David. Maybe it would be Broadway Derek. Oh, it's a penalty against the Eagles. Going to wipe out the interception. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what do you guys think? Shades of the Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl. Maybe a ticky-tack holding call. Oh, my goodness. Yes, David Carr. I told you I was going to do that all day. Broadway David. Derek David. Derek David. Broadway David. Broadway Joe. Broadway Clinton. Holy smokes. What a call. Rob Morris called for the holding. And just Eagles fans, Super Bowl flashbacks right now. But the Jets still have a long way to go. David Carr rolls out. That has been it's been a very successful play for him, rolling out and throwing the ball. That one goes incomplete, however.
Third down and 5 wide receivers take the field.
So it goes incomplete, and we got a 4th and 9. And it's decision time for the Jets. They got all 3 timeouts. But you're putting your defense in quite the situation here. And they look like they are punting the football. So they're going to play with their defense. Now the risk of that is your offense hasn't been doing much all day. So even if you get the stop, you got to go a long way with no timeouts on the clock and not much time either.
But on the bright side, the kick was pretty lackluster, so his offense gets pretty good field position anyway.
The Eagles will start this drive near midfield with the clock at 1:45.
Travis Henry's going to lose 4 yards. That's a big 4-yard loss. Carlos Dansby takes him down.
Second down. The clock is stopped at 1:41.
2nd and 14 for the Eagles. Back to Travis Henry. Brandon Noble tackles him behind the line. Where the Jets only need to get into field goal range. And you think back now. Olindo Mare, that missed kick. That's the difference right now. That shank that he had in the first half. So the Jets defense does their part. Greg Favors gets the stop. And it will come down to this. For the Super Bowl, it's either going to be the Jets winning their first Super Bowl since the 60s, in almost 60 years, the Jets winning their first Super Bowl, just shy of 60 years, to win their second, or it is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles returning to Jacksonville, the second ever Super Bowl in Jacksonville. Eagles have beaten them both, and to return to Jacksonville, where Terrell Owens and Donovan McNabb were beaten on this very field by Tom Brady, to come back and get the Super Bowl win. No timeouts for the Jets, 1:24, and they run the football with the fullback. So time will run here. They huddle up as well. Time continues to run, 1:10, 1:08. Carr now rolling out, and the clock will stop on that incompletion.
Third down, tight end to the left.
What does David Carr have right now? It is complete for a first down to McCarrons. Oh, and Eagles fans are starting to get nervous. They only need to get into field goal range. David Carr. It's intercepted, but we have a flag. It's Rob Morris again. Pass interference against the Eagles. Oh my goodness. This is a pretty important one. I feel like we gotta check. Oh my God, they're gonna hate. It was 54 that it was called on. Where's 54? Right here. Let's see. What do you guys think? Pass interference. They called it on Lewis. Now, when was the ball? I mean, there was contact. There was contact. However, that ball didn't even get anywhere near. Didn't get anywhere near McCarron's. That interception would have happened without that pass interference regardless. There's minor contact here. Then he flat out tackles him. What do you guys think? Put your opinion in the comments down below. Holy smokes. And the Jets, because of that, are now inching into field goal range. I think they're right there. I think it's going to come down to a Lindo Mare. They maybe run it one more time and then spike the ball and get a Lindo Mare out there. No, they're going to throw it. Are you kidding me right now? All right, they're right in the center of the field. Now, spike the ball. Let the time wind down. Eagles don't elect to take any timeouts here. They're going to throw it. And it's going to be another flag. I think it's going to be another pass interference. Oh, my God. The Eagles are imploding here. Peter Boulware called. So now, depending on how gutsy you want to play it, you could run it once, spike it. No, they're going to take the field goal to give the Jets the lead for the first time since Super Bowl III. Lindo Mare. It's good, and the Jets have the lead with 9 seconds left in the Super Bowl. And for anybody that watched that first half and didn't come back for the second half, you missed out on maybe one of the best endings in Super Bowl history. It's going to be talked about, definitely, for the offenses. But boy, oh boy, the Eagles had it. Then the Jets got it back. Who's your Super Bowl MVP? I don't know. Berman's got to make the call on that one. So it's Hail Mary time right now for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we are 6 seconds away from David Carr becoming a Super Bowl champion. Pennington. It's intercepted. We have a face mask. Ken Hamlin is going to be the clincher. Pennington throws 4 Super Bowl interceptions, not since Brandon Cox on the Detroit Lions were this many interceptions thrown in the Super Bowl. Ladies and gentlemen, David Carr, Clinton Portis, Javon Curse, Adam Archuleta, Donnie Abraham. The New York Jets have won their second Super Bowl. Chris Berman's going to wrap this one up, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you for the Pro Bowl on TV Sports 27.
A couple class acts down there. Great coaches.
And there is our Super Bowl MVP.
Oh, he deserved it, Dan. What a performance.
Congratulations.
You know, Dan, that is such a great feeling. Let the party begin, baby.
And there it is. It's official. Well, that wraps it up for this year, Peter O'Keefe, along with me, Dan Stevens. See you all next year. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
All right, gang, great work as always in bringing this one to us. And welcome one and all to our extra special Super Bowl edition of the ESPN Video Game Post-Game Report. I'm Chris Berman. The Jets stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. We'll pick up the action midway through the third quarter. David Carr would find his target on this one. That set up a 35-yard field goal. The Jets climb back into the game, now down by 1. Travis Henry is going to show a little athleticism here as he finds an opening, and then look at him go. He's off to the races. Jets losing by 1. Clinton Portis found a soft spot on the defense and it worked to his advantage. They take the lead for the first time and are now up by 6. The Jets on D, J.R. Reed would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Jets leading 13-7. Chad Pennington connected with his man on this one. A 24-yard touchdown for the Eagles. The Eagles now have their first lead of the half and go up by 1. After driving 47 yards on 5 plays, Olindo Mare comes on for the field goal try. Good spot. This is right through the uprights. Connect for their third field goal. Eagles trailing by 2. Ken Hamlin shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. And that's where we'll leave this one. Jets win, and they're the world champions. It started way back in September, and now it's in the history books. Your final score, 16-14. Now let's talk to a player who was instrumental in their dominant running game and is our player of the game. Clinton Portis is on hand with Susie Colbert. Suze?
Thank you, Chris. You really hustled today, and you edged them out in a hard-fought game. What gave you guys the edge today?
I think our linebackers were the spark plugs for the whole team. Nobody wants to win more games than these guys. They put their bodies on the line every down, every play for the sake of this team. They should get a lot of credit for this win.
Back to you, Chris.
Thanks for tuning into ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports for 25 years and counting. I'm Chris Berman. We'll see you next time.